So what is it? What is it that what happens when you what happens when you realize that what you've been chasing is not at all, like, I don't know, maybe you don't chase, maybe people don't chase, I don't know, like, don't you ever sometimes feel like, oh my god, the whole world is my world, or what is this world, or like, am I alone? I'm the only one in my head, I'm the only one, no one can hear my thoughts. No one can hear my thoughts, but you think everyone can hear your thoughts. It's kind of weird and insane, right? Say maybe perhaps like no one ever really talked about it. We don't ever really talk about these things because I guess from the beginning of time of our experience, the experience that I have in this thing here is that yeah, there's always been some kind of judge, something like that that's been over you, and you believe your thoughts like it believes because something says, and you also feel embarrassed or shame or something like that when the thought is in your own head, and then like you wake up and realize that is just weird and it's crazy and it's so funny, and you know, and then it's really, really liberating. But I can just tell you, like, what happens when, like, I really don't even know, like, what happens when you wake up to the fact that you are, I bet I'm going outside. Let me see. That you are like, that you are not what you thought you were. And that everything you were chasing, we're in the dark. I was gonna stay outside, but I don't think. Everything that you were chasing is no longer valid or important or interesting to you because, I don't know, you thought it was what you thought it was is not what it is. And what I mean is like, you know, say, like, I used to think that if I achieve, you know, this status of, you know, of importance, and that I was important, and I was, my work was recognized, and my all this kind of thing, that I realized that if I got over there, when I get over there, it would be better, you know, be better. I would feel better. I would feel like an accomplished person, or like, you know, or like I've done something important, and that, but that has just completely changed, because I don't have to do that to feel that I'm important, because I'm not important. Like, no one's important. I don't know, it sounds really profound for anyone who is not recognizing that the voices in their head are not the reality of the situation, and that it dictates everything, and it tells you that when you do this, when you do that, you follow this rule, you do that, you behave, you act like this, you act like that, and you have all your ducks lined up in a row, then you're going to feel the feeling of success, or, you know, the feeling of happiness. Which is so impermanent, because nothing's impermanent. Let me tell you, I have achieved many things. Like, I don't even care to tell you that I've achieved many things, but I can tell you from my experience, and I don't really know anything. But the fact that I have achieved in my life, I've achieved several things and dreams and whatever, all these accomplishments, but they're always temporary. They were always temporary, and so there was some kind of suffering because it wouldn't continue, or I would do something, or in my work that, you know, there's failure on the same line as success or whatever. You know what I mean? And you would, like, you know, and when you wanted to learn something new, you take a risk, and you're like, you feel vulnerable, and you feel like, you know, oh my god. And then everyone else says, you know, like, can say, oh, you failed. You know, you failed in that one. That's not good. That work's not good, or whatever. No one ever told you that it was like part of the thing, part of the journey. You know what I mean? And so it feels so final. It would feel so final that you know, that this failure, this sense of failure was, you know, then you start associating it with, like, You know, people don't want to play with me. People don't play with me because I'm weird. Because I'm weird, it feels so vulnerable. It feels so weird that I can't just like, I can't make mistakes. I can't, you know, oh my God, I have to feel that again. I have to feel that they don't want to play with me because my thing's not pretty. It's not accepted by, it's not accepted. And then you realize that all the trap about acceptance or like the acceptance, the approval, that you need the approval so you wouldn't have to feel this, low feeling again. All of that stuff is just a crazy relationship to reality because it's false. It's just so false. So like nowadays, I don't have to achieve anything to feel my oats. You know, feel my happiness. But no one ever really told me that. And then I like now, so like, let me go back from the beginning. I am super aware of everything that is happening, and so everything's changed. So I don't have the need to be successful. It sounds so strange because we're raised like, you know, you achieve and you win this award and everything. I have been nominated for many awards, and let me tell you, they you know, like, how do you keep up that charade of like, you know, being the winner or the award or something like that? And like, you know, is it to whom? To whom? Is it like to whom? And who is the committee who decides that this is great and this is not great? And then then you have to feel these feelings, you know, that we don't want to feel these feelings because they're so fucking like, you know, oh, they feel But maybe, just maybe, they are part of it. Which I realized, that they're all part of it. This music is really, like, it's going with my mood. But it's so interesting, There's a possibility. There's a big possibility to just let go of everything and have fun, lighten up. And there's so much power in being reckless, and there's so much power in owning your dark side, which is really hard to admit sometimes, because, you know, it's like people don't, you know, people, especially like with me, I've been a real good boy my whole fucking life, you know, good boy this, good, but you know, like, it's interesting because some of my dark stuff, you know, like if whatever dark or something, you know, like if I've experimented with drugs and, you know, that I smoke pot or something like that, that's like the demon. That's like the worst thing you can do because then you're not good and you're not pure and everyone doesn't think the highest of you. You always want them to think the highest of you. So I don't want them to see me fall. I don't want to post a picture of me like looking, you know, like I would look, you know, 50% of the time or maybe 60% of the time or whatever. Because, you know, like we all don't look great all the time, you know, or we all don't, like, I don't know. It's such a trap. It's like a trap. I'm so like, I got tired. I'm tired of the charade. So I just want to really have fun. So I'm like really an advocate about that. So like anybody who is out there's nothing wrong with goals and, you know, like success and all that stuff that you want to do. But I can tell you right now, it's like temporary. All of it's really temporary. But what is not temporary is the awareness. The awareness that's behind everything of your experience. The awareness. Like, I would love, like, people just to wake up to the fact that there is, like, that you are awareness and that your thoughts are so random and they come up and they come and go. Like, if anyone would meditate, but no one has time to meditate because we're all on such a fast schedule. Like, we all just have to be, like, productive all the time and be, like, doing, you know, like, we have to, like, you know, produce, but everything's fast. And so we don't have time to meditate. Well, let me tell you, the day that comes when you meditate, when you sit down and you just absolutely become aware of what you are and what is happening, it's so incredible that I just wanted to scream it from the mountaintops. Like, scream it from the mountaintops. Just let everybody know that it's all a fallacy. Like, really, like, you know. So I'm kind of in a place right now where I'm really super open about it, and I'm like, I don't know, like, I just don't have, I don't know, I guess anger could arise. I'm just talking about those emotions that are there. Like, nothing pisses me off. I can feel the feeling of being pissed off. It's not about that. It's not about just like also taking like 5, 6, 7 steps back and realizing, oh my God, I have a choice. I have a choice and I can agree with it. Like, I don't have to like be right and like, you know, make my point, which is not how we're raised. And especially if you're the best one, you know, like the number one, you gotta always have all the answers because, you know, to keep that praise up so you feel the neediness, feel the approval, the the shower of approval, and everything's beautiful and wonderful and everything like that. And heaven forbid there be some kind of dark moment or something like that, or some kind of tiredness, or some kind of, you know, like I just don't feel inspired. I don't feel imagination. I don't feel my imagination. I'm not imaginative. Oh, these things come and go. These concepts of yourself come and go. And you're just like, you're hijacked. Like, they come and go, you hijack yourself, and you're like this. Well, that, I don't know, what I want to share with you, it's just really, really a crazy, crazy thing. And it's a big old joke. And I mean that with all sincerity. It's a big, fat, fucking joke. Life is a big, fat, fucking joke when you just wake up to the fact that you actually have, that you are awareness. That's like the secret of it all. Like, you are the awareness of the experience of everything that is experienced, which isn't real, because you place adjectives on your experience, and you describe, and you describe, and the more you describe, the more you desire, and the more you know, apparently manifest, and you desire, all you want is desire the best things, you know what I mean? You're excluding the contrast of the dark that that makes you more and more appreciate the light, which is love and hate, love and love and hate. It's the same thing. It's all about the same thing, because you can know one without the other, you know what I mean? What a beautiful day. What a beautiful fucking day when that arises and you really realize. Now that's like growing up to realize that you do not have to be an adult. I mean, you know, like, what does that come? What comes with that? Like, what does that mean? You know, most adults aren't, I don't know, like, they're just so stiff, like, to be honest, like, I don't know. And conservative and crampy and stiffy and stuff and you know, kind of thing. But look, I'm not judging. I don't judge. Judgery arises in the head. Well, it does for myself, it could, but it's not, it's an illusional. Everyone's entitled. Everybody's entitled, and everyone's beautiful in their own right and unique, and like, you know, life, what is life's purpose? I don't know, like, when you start also thinking, what is my life purpose? Because that always changes, you know, like, you know, the versions of yourself changes constantly. And so we label that as hyperactive or bipolar or some kind of extreme kind of thing, when in actual fact all the conditioning is made to be crazy, and craziness is had, and you think it's you, and you are, you know, living up to everyone else's standards, which there aren't any I don't know, you understand the trap. Anyway, I just want to let you know that, and just, I don't know. I'm sharing, and I'm loving. And I always love. I love my humor. I love everything. I love everything about existence, because it's what's happening. And why would I deny what's happening? All right, have a great day, and I love you so much, and I hope you have a beautiful life, beautiful day. All right, love you. Bye.